Hello?
Hey, George, how you doing, sir?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I could not be better. It might be like 11:40 at night here, but
Oh, you're just
no
get a cup of
complaints
coffee.
from
You're
me.
fine. Or you drink tea or coffee?
I'll be a tea man, but unfortunately not staying up for Bears.
What's your
Washington
favorite kind of
tonight,
tea?
Just a classic English breakfast. It has to be.
It's tasty. How much honey do you put in it?
No honey, but maybe
Ooh.
just a little bit of demerara sugar, if I'm being classy.
I like
And
that.
then I was having to show the Americans. We were the Jags and the Bills are in town. So we were at Jags practice today, and I had to show them how to make a proper British cup of tea. Of course.
Oh, are you going to go back to practice? Their backup quarterback's one of my best friends, CJ Beathard.
Oh yeah, I saw him today. I had a quick chat to him. Good guy.
yeah.
I spoke
He's
to him when
fun.
we were out there seeing you guys a couple of years ago. Seems like a really good dude. So that's cool.
He's wonderful. See, it's funny, when my wife makes tea, there's more honey than tea in it.
Okay, she loves that sweetness. I get it. I get it.
It's crazy.
There's some joke about you in there that I can't quite figure out in my head, but it's late. And I'm blaming you.
It's all right. It's late, man. What's up? You can do your interview now. Sorry.
No, I love it. I love it. So, George, thanks so much for joining the show. Let's start in the obvious place. 4-0 start to the season.
Mm-hmm.
After a couple of years of 2-4, 3-4, how's it feeling? How's the mood around that place?
Mood's good. Winning fixes everything. Winning cures everything. That's what I've learned while being in the NFL. But the fun thing about this team is we expect to win every single game that we play in, and this is one of the this year we believe it. 2019, we believed you could win every game, and I go into every game every single year, no matter how good the team is, that I'm going to win every single football game that I suit up for. It doesn't always happen, but I feel like just the majority of the guys on this team believe that every single time, and from the work that you put in day in and day out, and you see that work from your best players to practice squad guys to rookies, guys just giving it all every single day. That's what allows us to have that belief that we're going to win every single game. So it's going good right now, and I think we're just we're meeting our expectations of winning these games.
You've clearly got that belief, but it's clear that you guys are pretty relaxed as well. Enjoyed seeing you on Raw this week. Like, how much fun are you guys having outside of practice and as a group? Because as a unit, you seem like it's really tight in there.
We do. We have a great group of guys. A lot of guys who are friends. A lot of guys who hang out. Monday Night Raw is definitely one of my favorite things. Love it when they're in the Bay Area, so I can go. They do such a good job of taking care of me. Had a couple teammates go to that one. It's always a great time. Anytime you can spend a little bit of time outside of football, because I see these guys every single day. But when you're hanging out outside of football, it's just a little bit different, and it's a different type of friendship than just suiting up next to each other and a little banter in the locker room.
Pick up any nice smack talk ideas ahead of Sunday?
I was trash talking the Miz because he just always tries to open his mouth towards me, and I just can't let him have it all the time. So, sometimes you just got to put him in his place because he's so fancy and flashy out there in Hollywood.
I was lucky to be at Mania this year and see you get out there and get in the ring. Crazy moment, particularly as a Niner fan. So is that something you want to do more of? Is that something you could do more of?
I would love to do more. I love the WWE. The way that they... it's the culture of wrestling and like the fans. It's very unique, and there's just nothing like it. I think the closest thing to it is football. Just the showmanship from the wrestlers is just so incredible, and each storyline is so unique, and how the wrestlers make it come to life, how they practice it in the back. It's just so fun to watch it and be a part of it, and having the opportunity to do that was one of the coolest things in my life.
I'm getting in trouble for not asking you any football questions here, but
Dude,
I've got to show you.
Yeah, you're fine.
I got to show you one thing. So I was in Mexico earlier this year, and I, like you, am a big Penta fan, and I managed to get this mask
You got the Joker
while I was
mask?
out there. The Joker mask. And it made me, honestly, with your tattoo and everything, it made me think of you as well. So absolutely love it.
He sent me one of those. I have a video game room, and the whole top shelf is just all my Lucha masks that I've collected. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's very, very cool. Absolutely love that. All right, football. Cowboys this weekend. You had that incredible catch in the playoffs against them last year, and obviously we know the story of this rivalry over the years. What does this rivalry mean to you personally, and do you feel that history and energy around it?
Definitely feel the history and the energy around it. You feel it from the fans. You see it on social media, from media in person and their interviews. It was kind of fun. Every time we play the Cowboys, it reminds me of the day I got drafted. My dad told me a story. The first thing he told me was he remembers like the day, where he was, who he was with when the 49ers beat the Cowboys in the playoff with the catch. And it was like the first thing he ever told me about the Niners. And I just thought that was cool because that's one of the most historic, memorable moments in 49ers history. And just for my dad, who's my best friend, to kind of share that with me was really special. So that's always what I think about when I think of the Cowboys and 49ers is that play. And, this organization does a really good job, too, of, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan do a great job of when the rookies come in to explain what the history of the 49ers is. And, a majority of that history is their games versus the Cowboys because those are such big games in the playoffs. Whether they won or lost, there's just very memorable moments. And so I understand that, and I appreciate that because when you get to play a big-time football game against a historic rival, it just adds a little juice to the fire.
What's super cool about that as well is we had Dwight Clark, before he sadly passed away, came out here and did some stuff out here, and you were a guy that he absolutely loved. So it's amazing to see that kind of come full circle. It
is cool. I had an opportunity to meet with his family a bunch. I think I met him early on, like as a rookie, maybe my second year, and but just to ever be in a shared conversation with Dwight Clark is an honor.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
The other thing I loved about Monday was the hat. Tell us where the Christian McCaffrey hat came from, what the story behind that was.
Oh, you know what? My teammates give me free stuff sometimes. I love to wear it. It came from a guy on social media called Freezer Tarps and Christian McCaffrey. It's just hilarious play on words, and it's also a great hat. And after scoring 4 touchdowns, I thought I should support my boy. Look at his locker's right there, right next to me. See?
Love it. Are you buying into the MVP talk that we're all chatting at the moment?
I saw something J.J. Watt said a couple weeks ago about how the quarterback is the most important position in football, and that's the reason that quarterback should win MVP every single year. But when you're putting up stats like Christian McCaffrey is, it's kind of hard to say that he's not an MVP contention as well because you see what he's doing with the ball in the run game, you see what he's doing in the pass game, running routes. Everything that he's doing right now is there's no one doing it better than he is, whether you're a running back or, a receiver. So to see him making those plays is awesome. Be a part of it is awesome. Be able to block from is awesome. And also be around someone that works the way he works. So Christian for MVP, I'm always down for that.
Love it. Actually, I think the last time I saw you in person was in Seattle after the NFC West win, week 17, when we were out there for the last game of the season. And you were wearing your Jimmy G is my quarterback t-shirt that day as well. And obviously he's now doing his thing out in Vegas. But when are we going to see some Brock Purdy swag?
Like I said, Jimmy gave me that shirt. Actually, his brothers gave me that shirt for free. So whenever Brock gives me some gear, I'd love to wear it. In my locker right behind me, I've got Erik Armstead, Elijah Mitchell, Deebo Samuel. That's what I usually wear for all my media stuff. I got a nice Juice shirt coming out for my next media interview too. So whenever he wants to give me some gear, unfortunately, the only gear that he gets from me is Iowa gear because Iowa State always loses to Iowa. So, one of these days he'll give me something.
I think he's also just spoken today about how he's still rooming with a member of your offensive line. Like he's still obviously on that rookie contract. So maybe he just can't afford to make the shirts yet. Maybe we need to get him onto that second contract, maybe a ring on his finger and get him out there and earning the big money.
I know he's doing some commercials and stuff now too. So, he's doing all right. But the thing is, you want to have a roommate. It keeps you humble. So that's good for Purdy. It's good. And also, you want to surround yourself with offensive linemen because they're usually good people.
The two of you seem to have an incredible connection. Pretty much as soon as he came into the lineup, your touchdown numbers were phenomenal down the stretch last year. How have you seen Brock grow, and how does he kind of stack up with the top guys you've played with?
I think the best thing Brock does is he's just himself every single day. He's very consistent. And he's just the same guy every day. You see him, he studies his plays, talks to guys. He's very vocal about what he likes on his routes and stuff like that. So you got to really appreciate that from him. And he comes in every single day. He works really hard. He's on top of all of his game plan stuff. We put a lot of pressure on him with all of, his checks and reads at the line of scrimmage to get us into the right play, and he does a great job with that every single time. So you like being around guys who can handle the pressure or the assignments that you give them and then excel with them as well. And so that's just what he does. I know I saw Christian said something about he just has this swagger to him, and I agree with that. Every single time he gets in the huddle, he draws the attention of all 11 guys in the huddle, and it's special for a quarterback to be able to do that.
I love what you say about him telling you what he wants to see from his routes and stuff. I think we've talked about it a lot here, but guys like him and Tua, it's almost like from a media perspective, it feels like a dying breed. The guys who are just able to anticipate, throw on time, make all the right reads, make the right decisions. Everyone wants to see them doing the crazy kind of Mahomes and Allen stuff. And I love to see a guy who can just grip it and rip it.
I like grip it and rip it, baby. That should be his shirt. Grip it and rip it.
Well, there you go. Well, I'll make the shirts and I'll send them out, and
Please
then
do.
we'll get you on them. The last one, you guys, with the great work you do with Tight End U, with Tight End Day, and everything like that. I have to ask you, Travis has been in the headlines a little bit recently, thanks to this.
Wonder why?
Is it nice? Is it nice to see Taylor Swift put tight ends on the map?
Ooh, is it? That's a loaded question, because what I would like to say is it tight ends putting Taylor on the map? But I'm pretty sure the Swifties could topple a government somewhere. So never want to say anything to offend the Swifties. I enjoy Taylor Swift songs as well. So. It's enjoyable. I haven't asked Travis about it yet. We give him his personal space, because I don't think anyone could have foreseen the amount of attention that got. So happy for him, and good luck to them as well.
Well, look, man, we can't wait for Sunday Night Live here on talkSPORT. What a game. I mean, game of the week, game of the season, everything else. And the Niners can come out of it 5-0. What a start to the season.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Thank you so much, brother. Really, really appreciate it.
See you, man. You have a great one. Go to sleep. Get some sleep, man.
I'll do my best.
There you go.
Cheers, dude.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.